Hi everyone, my name is Lisa Snow and welcome to A Conscious Earth. So today I wanted to start with talking about some song lyrics. Now, whether you like him or loathe him, I'm talking about Michael Jackson's Man in the Mirror. And the reason for that is because I'm going to put an interesting question out there for all of you, something to start considering, thinking about if you've not already considered this kind of a question. And that is, how often do you actually look at someone that you are having a conversation with and realize that the story that they might be telling you is a reflection of something that is going on in your life? And so the lyrics of Man in the Mirror go something along the lines of, I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. No message could have been any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make the change. And so for me, I am someone who will quite often have a conversation with someone and I realize that whatever is unfolding for the other person is a reflection of what is going on in my own life. And so I've also taken people under my wing and become mentors to them because I've been down a path very similar to them years earlier, and I've come out the other side, and now they're on a similar path, and they need someone who can help them reflect on some of those things as well. And so, for me, I am always looking at what someone could be going through in their life, and I will pull out snippets to go, okay, that reflects what's going on in my life. What do I need to do to change or alter this situation? So quite often in life we spend our lives blaming everybody else for everything that goes on in our lives, and I see it so often, particularly in couples. And I'm no better myself at times when I slip from my conscious mind into my subconscious mind. And remember, we spend 95% of our days on autopilot, so we don't even realize that sometimes these conversations are happening. We only spend about 5% of the day using our conscious mind. It makes sense that when we do slip into autopilot, we're not even aware of what we're doing. And so I could end up in a argument or a disagreement with my husband or my kids, whoever it might be, and the next thing I know, I'm in my subconscious mind. And what I really need to be doing is I need to be flicking on my conscious mind, looking at the conversation or the argument that's unfolding, and I need to go, okay, so this is reflecting back at me. This is like looking in a mirror at the moment. What is it that's going on in this moment that I need to change for myself? And it takes a really big person to be able to say, you know what, you're right. This is about me. This isn't your stuff. This is actually mine. And to give you an example of that, I'll see if this makes sense. So years ago, when I first started down the path following the field of integrative medicine and all the integrative modalities that come with healing the human body, I became really quite self-righteous and I put myself on a pedestal. And it was only with one modality, and that was with nutritional medicine, because I thought I had found it, like this was the key to all of our healing solutions. And for years, I alienated people because I was so self-righteous in the way I spoke about nutritional medicine and what it did for the human body, and it goes on and on and on and on and on. And then there came a point in my life where I realized that it wasn't the be all and end all, and I had been discovering other modalities as well, and I was starting to pull the pieces of the puzzle together. And that was when I had to take that step back. I became the observer, and I was looking in the mirror back at myself, like from that helicopter perspective of looking down on something that had unfolded. And I was sitting there going, oh my goodness, I have created that. I have created a monster. I'd created a monster in myself. And so it made sense to me why I was getting people offside all the time. But I had to look in the mirror. I had to be the bigger person from myself and go, you know what? You've done this, but now you have to go and fix it. You need to go and repair whatever damage is. And so when that happened, I started doing exactly that. And then people in my life started to breathe a bit more, because I took a step back and I actively started to realize that, hey, this was a big fuck up, really. So, and we learn from our mistakes, and some of the greatest people in this world make some really big mistakes in life, but they reflect and they look at what happened, and then they are able to resolve and then move on, and they learn from that. And that's part of what looking in the mirror is all about. It's about being able to self-reflect and look at what has worked and what hasn't worked. And can we move on from this? And can we better ourselves? And this is part of why I'm here doing what I'm doing today, because I've made some massive mistakes in my life, and I'm still going to make mistakes in my life, because, as I always say, this is what makes us human, and it's part of that learning experience. So the question is, are you someone that takes responsibility, or are you someone that likes to blame somebody else for everything else that happens in your life? There's a question for you. Like me or loathe me for that question. The choice is yours. I hope everybody's having a good day, and I'll be back with you again soon. Bye for now.